Hello friends and fellow gamers, we're back on Angel Legion today, and we're going to be checking out some stuff with Talking Scribe. Last time we looked at Angel Legion, we were doing a load of damage on Legend Killer's account in the simulated alpha, and we did 500 million damage, which was wild, and I don't think anybody else in the history of the game has ever achieved that much damage. So yeah, shout out to Legend Killer for that one. But we also realize it's not very representative of how simulated alpha performance normally goes down. If you were to use the exact same heroes on your account, you're probably not going to get 500 million damage. Why? Well, it's because there were loads of other things at play, not just the heroes. So today we're going to be on Scribe's account doing a very similar thing to hopefully show you the big differences that happen between accounts depending on how many heroes you have and how you decide to build your team. Also, it should hopefully manage your expectations when building heroes in this game so that you don't get immediately disappointed that you cannot match Legend Killer for damage. So folks, let's go ahead and do some PvE content with the Talking Scribe. But before we do, let me remind you that this game is sponsoring today's video. It is Angel Legion. So if you haven't already, please do check out this game. You can find it on the iOS App Store. You can get it for Android on Google Play, and it is also available on Steam, completely free to download and play. There's a ton of content to enjoy, some crazy different game modes, and it's got a lot of similarities with Idle Heroes, but a significant amount of differences that hopefully it should spice up your gameplay and give you something a little bit different to enjoy in your time playing mobile games. Anyway, give that a download for me, and let's go check out some stuff with Talking Scribe. So, here we are with Scribe. You can see we've got a Valkyrie, Magic Arrow, Phantom Blade, and Deadly Shadow, but that's not all we've got, although they are 5-star red, which is pretty neat. We also have Time Guardian, Sakura Dancer, Filial Spirit, and of course, Mysterious Girl. Lot of good heroes for us to enjoy today, and it's very similar to Legend Killers. The main difference is we're using Magic Arrow instead of Arcane Scholar. I think I said this last time, but for those of you that don't know, Magic Arrow and Arcane Scholar work very similarly, in that they both give energy to themselves and the hero in front or behind them. And that means you can control energy feed and ensure that in PvE, Filial Spirit is going to get a ton of active skills. Also, she's looking real badass. I like what you've done with her, Scribe. Pretty cool. That's one thing about this game. You can fully customize how your heroes look. So let's go ahead and play this one out and see just how much damage we can do. We've also got a 5-star red Phantom Blade, which should be a heck of a lot of fun as well. So all very similar stuff to Legend Killer. The big differences are we only have 1-star gold on a lot of these heroes, and that's a S tier, not SS. And that means if we go to the Prey function, which we can go and take a look at if we go to the Challenge mode, I can show you just the difference that adds. So the Prey menu is where you put all of your heroes in, and you can see some of them will have a boosting arrow next to them to let you know that they're benefiting from the benefits that are coming through. But if you look to the side here, it's very similar to the 10th system in Idle Heroes. We gain HP, attack, defense stats, and additional things percentage determined, all due to the heroes that you're running in the bottom. And of course, the heroes that you have alongside your team that you're not using in the fight are going to impact those numbers. So, the better the heroes down below, obviously the more power you're going to end up with. So, if you have a ton of powerful heroes that aren't on your team, you obviously are going to end up with more power for the team that is actually fighting. And that is how to get the most damage in this game. So, let's go ahead and pop in the correct lineup for this. So, it's going to be exactly the same as we had with Legend Killer. We've got ourselves a Sakura Dancer, we've got Magic Arrow. I'm not going to be using Valkyrie. I think the choice here is definitely Phantom Blade. And where we have this Time Guardian, we're instead going to go with an Element Sprite. So let's throw this one down and see just how much damage we do. So, here we are in the simulated alpha, and it's going to be very similar to what we did with Legend Killer. So, active skills across the board to try and do as much damage as we can. We've got active skill here from Maya, and then we're going to do an active skill with our Filial Spirit. And put, Mulan and Magic Arrow in the middle. Okay. Sorry, we're going to back out of this one. Scribe has something a little bit different from Legend Killer. I'm assuming it's due to how he wants everything to work out. That's totally fine, though. So, I guess it's a positioning thing, mainly due to electronic interference. Let's go ahead and fight again then. Starting off a little different. Same thing, though. Active skill here from Element Sprite, but this time we're going to go straight into Mulan with the active. Nice one. We have an active skill here from Maya. Beautifully done. Getting some crit there and weakening the opponent's attack. Let's go with the basic. And then an active skill from Magic Arrow. And we're always going to be doing those active skills to ensure that Filial Spirit gets her own. Basic attack from Phantom Blade. And the more energy she has, the more damage she does. So we'll only do basics with her today. And now, first thing that should be immediately apparent is we've lost our elf shields. And by losing our elf shields, we're in a situation where we're not going to do as much damage as Legend Killer could, because elves do add benefits to your team. So by not having them still on our heroes, we're not going to do as much damage. So let's go ahead and carry on. We've got a basic attack here, and then we're going to do an active skill with Mulan. She'll still have her elf, so we should be fine. We're going to do a basic with Maya. Hopefully Phantom Blade joins in. She does not. We're going to do a basic with Sakura Dancer, an active with Magic Arrow, and then a basic with the Phantom Blade. Back to the start now. We're going to do active skills from Element Sprite. And Filial Spirit's back at it again with another. Here she goes. Striking down on the opponent. Not critting every single hit. Interesting. Okay, active skill. And there we go. Nice. And here we're going to go with, I think, an active skill from Sakura Dancer, just so that we can heal up Mulan, so she doesn't lose her elf shield. Hitting the opponent there. I'm going to basic here. Let's see it come out. Decent bit of damage there from the opponent, but we're still surviving. Now we're going to steal their energy, so they don't do an active skill against us. Because if they do, that's going to suck. So the longer we can stop that from happening, the better. Here comes Mulan. Nice. Basic from Maya. Basic from Sakura Dancer. Active skill from Magic Arrow. And a basic from Phantom Blade. Active skill from Element Sprite. Active skill from Magic Arrow again. Sorry, Mulan. Active skill from Maya. And Athena is nearly fully charged and ready to go. So let's go with just a basic here. Active skill from Magic Arrow. And now I want to see something with Phantom Blade. And this active skill here. Is that going to strip away the elf shield on Mulan? No. And our health is looking pretty low indeed. Okay, that's good to know. Now here, we're going to go with the UAV. Just to get some extra attack. Now I would do it here with Mulan, but I'm worried that's going to destroy her elf shield. You know what? I want to experiment and find out. Is that going to be the case? Nope, she keeps some of the elf shield. That's good to see. Maya is going to heal up with a UAV here. And then we need an active skill from Sakura Dancer to keep us in the game. And the Purify, removing our debuffs. Let's go with an active skill here from Magic Arrow. So we're feeding energy into Mulan. And you know what? I'm going to do a UAV on Phantom Blade as well to boost her attack. There's a hit from the opponent. All seems pretty fine. And Athena is going to come in and energy steal. And hang on a second. Electronic interference. I don't think you have that on Magic Arrow. Is that the case? Because the opponent only used 5 points of energy, Scribe. Nope. So that's another thing. If you want to maximize your damage against the opponent and reduce the number of active skills they get, you need electronic interference on both of your middle heroes. So there's another big difference between Scribe and Legend Killer. Either way, active skill there from Element Sprite. Here's an active skill from Mulan. It doesn't change much. It changes a little bit, I think. Energy gain is a little bit impactful. Should be fine, though. Here comes Maya. Striking out. And we're going to go with another heal from Sakura Dancer because our health is low. Magic Arrow with the active. And then a basic from Phantom Blade. And there we go. There's another hit from the opponent. Alright. Element Sprite. Doing a basic. Will Phantom Blade join in? She does. Active skill from Mulan. Hitting the opponent. And the attacks are coming out. Nice little chain between Maya and Phantom Blade there. Do I do an active skill with Sakura Dancer right now? It's hard to say. Our health's not looking great, but I think it is just a basic here. Yep. Now, active skill from Magic Arrow. Feeding more energy to Mulan. Basic from Phantom Blade. And we're on 110 million damage, so it's not terrible, but it's not the highest in the world. There comes Athena with the steal. Let's go with an active skill from Element Sprite. Mulan with her own active. And here's Maya again. With another. Nice. Now, Sakura Dancer, I think I will do an active with now. Just to help charge up Athena. Active from Magic Arrow. And a basic from Phantom Blade. Good stuff. Now we got basics across the front line. With another active skill from Mulan. Good damage. Okay. Not critting, though, unfortunately, Mulan. Not every single time. So clearly, we don't have 100% crit on this Mulan. If we did, we'd do a lot more damage with her. And that would bump these numbers even higher. To get some good crit armor, though, that often requires a lot of grinding and sometimes even money. Either way, let's get a basic from Sakura Dancer, active skill from Magic Arrow, and then a comfortable basic with Phantom Blade should put us into a point where we can bring out Athena, but unfortunately, no! There you go. See, the opponent had 5 energy. That really is the electronic interference coming in. If that had been an extra round, she wouldn't have been able to do that. Now I have to skip Athena here. We've lost ourselves a bit of tempo from the opponent. Bit of a pain. Anyway, we're now going to use just a UAV here on our Sprite. Going to do a UAV on our Mulan. UAV on Maya. Active skill from Sakura Dancer, hopefully purifying the team. There it is. And active skill from Magic Arrow. And Phantom Blade boosting herself up with the UAV. Now we'll take a strike from the opponent, giving her 2 energy, which means Athena can come in and steal it. Awesome. Active skill from Element Sprite. Active skill from Mulan. There we go. Heck yeah. And now here comes Maya. And every active skill gives a little bit more energy to Athena. Much more than basics do, that's for sure. And I'm just going to do a basic here with Sakura Dancer, though. An active skill from Magic Arrow. And I think Phantom Blade, again, just with a basic. Just got to keep that coming out for that damage bonus. Lovely. Let's go with the basic again from Element Sprite. Active skill from Mulan. And then basics across the board, hoping that Maya and Phantom Blade work together. They do. And looking at this, I think I need to do an active skill with Sakura Dancer to hopefully put Athena into a position where she can use her power. Magic Arrow with the active. Phantom Blade with the basic. And that should be just fine. So yep, the opponent hitting us with their attack. But here comes Athena to steal the energy, buying us a little bit of time. Nice. Element Sprite with the active. Mulan with her own. Nice. And again, just actives across the board to get Athena to a point where she can steal the boss's energy. Sakura Dancer. Just a basic from you, please, today. Active skill from Magic Arrow. And a basic from Phantom Blade. That's round 14 complete. Here we go. Round 15 now. It's going to be a basic. Hopefully Phantom Blade joins in. She does. Active skill from Mulan. Striking down. Decent crits there. That was really nice. Basic from Maya. Will Phantom Blade join in? She didn't. That is a shame. Active skill from Sakura Dancer to buff Athena up that little bit. Here we go. Active skill from Magic Arrow. Basic attack from Phantom Blade. Good damage. There we go. We're on 222 million, which is still pretty kind of good. All right, let's steal the energy from the opponent, buying us another round. And here we go. Actives across the board. Let's see it. Might be worth doing a basic now from Maya, because the opponent will get an active skill either way, regardless what Athena tries to do. So I am just going to do a basic with Maya. Hopefully Phantom Blade joins in. She does. Nice. And for healing here from Sakura Dancer, I am just going to do a basic, so that we have enough energy to keep ourselves in the game for a Purify when we need it. Alright, here's a basic from Phantom Blade. Didn't crit that time. That's a bit of a problem, but we should be fine. Element Sprite with her own basic. Phantom Blade joining in. Active skill from Mulan. Is there a round limit? There is indeed. 20 rounds. Now, looking at this, I think it's going to be... Is it a basic from Maya? Again, I think it is. Yep, hoping Phantom Blade joins in. She does. A little bit more damage coming through there. That is nice. I'm going to do an active with Sakura Dancer, just to get her health up a little bit. And gives her enough energy for next round as well. We have an active skill from Magic Arrow. There we are. And a basic from Phantom Blade. There's the opponent's active. And now we're going to have to start thinking. UAV. There we go. UAV again. UAV across the front line. Active skill from Sakura Dancer. Hopefully removing the Purify. There it is. Okie dokie. Active skill from Magic Arrow, giving energy to Mulan. And a basic from Phantom Blade. Nope, I lie. It's going to be a UAV to give us a bit more damage. Probably the better thing to do here. For sure. Alright, Athena stealing the energy from the opponent. Giving it to our team. And let's go. Active skills across the board. Beautiful. Mulan with a big active now. This is round 19, so there's no way the boss gets an active here. And we should be pretty good. I'm going to go with basics from Maya now. Just so that Phantom Blade joins in. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Basic from Sakura Dancer. And I don't even need actives from Magic Arrow right now. If you look, Mulan has loads of energy, so we're just going to do basics here too. And hope the Phantom Blade joins in. She didn't that time. But the more basics we do, the more likely Phantom Blade is to join in, because she can only attack back when your heroes do basics themselves. So active skills, she won't join in. So given that, do I do a basic with Element Sprite here? You know what? I think I do. And hope the Phantom Blade joins in. Yep. Active skill from Mulan. Here we go. Basic from Maya. Phantom Blade didn't join in. Active skill from Sakura Dancer, because we might as well. It's round 20. Basic from Magic Arrow. Phantom Blade joins in, and finally taking us to 300 million damage. Oh, we didn't crit with the Phantom Blade. But there it is, 298, which is actually the most damage, Scribe, you've ever done in the simulated alpha. Holy crap, well played, man. Very, very nice. That puts you right at the top of the list here. And where does that put you in the grand scheme of things? If I look at the all-server ranking, bro, that puts you... For real? That's going to put you 8th in the world. That's ridiculous. And there you go, right? We didn't have all the crazy buffs that Legend Killer has, but it still put us top 10 in the entire world. It is just crazy how well those heroes function. The funny thing is, a lot of them are really easy to do it with. Like, for example, this Element Sprite, all we do is have her at gold 5-star. Why? Because all we need is her debuff. We don't really need her damage. Magic Arrow, that's another one right there, right? Magic Arrow doesn't have to be as high of a level as she is. As long as she's surviving, we're just using her to feed energy into Filial Spirit. She's the one you want to be max level so she does as much damage as possible. Same with Phantom Blade. It is just these two horses absolutely doing all the work. So yeah, absolutely fantastic team. Love it. If you guys want to build similar heroes, do similar damage, all you're going to need is a Filial Spirit, a Phantom Blade, and hopefully a Sakura Dancer of a high enough ability to allow your team to be buffed up and stay alive and remove that Purify. It's all good stuff. It's a great ability, really good hero, and actually she's one of the best healers in the game, so she's good to build up too. We didn't even use your Time Guard and your Valkyrie, because you use them for other game modes. Not this. So yeah, seems fun. If you guys want to check this game out for yourselves, please do download it. It is free on Steam, on iOS App Store, and also on the Android Google Play Store. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one, and until next time, happy idling.